This is the richest family in the world. We all know the richest people in the world, but the richest families in the world make even Elon Musk look broke. From a family with 100 billion, 900 billion, 1 trillion, and even over $2 trillion. The Bettencourt family. You may not know this family, but I bet you have their products in your home. The Bettencourt family own the brand L'Oreal, which in turn also owns tons of other cosmetic brands. Every time you do your skincare routine, this family likely gets paid. They have an insane net worth of $99 billion. L'Oreal was founded by Eugene Schuller, who then passed it down to Liliane Bettencourt, who then passed it down to the current head of the family, Francois Bettencourt-Meyers. The Bettencourt family is very secretive, but we do know they own 2 houses in Paris, one costing a measly $60 million and the other costing $100 million. They also have a private island in the Seychelles. The Bettencourts are way too rich to drive themselves, but they do own a chauffeur-driven Mercedes Maybach, which costs over $300,000. But the Bettencourts seem broke compared to this next family. Meet the Slim family. The Slim family is headed by Carlos Slim, who really isn't so slim. They are the richest family in all of Mexico, with a net worth of $102 billion. Carlos Slim got to start selling drinks and candy to his friends at school, but he made his real fortune from Telmex. For years, Slim basically had a monopoly on phones in Mexico, meaning that he made money on every call and text. The Slim family do give money to charity, but they also spend a lot on themselves. Carlos Slim owns a large 6-bedroom house in Mexico, as well as an $80 million townhouse in New York City. He drives a Bentley Continental Flying Spur, which cost an insane $300,000. Slim also owns a Dassault Falcon 900, one of the most luxury private jets in the world, with a hefty price tag of $44.7 million. But in some ways, Slim is pretty humble. He doesn't own a computer, and he wears a cheap $100 Swiss Army watch. But a way richer family are these guys. Meet the Mars family. Every time you bite into a Mars, Milky Way, Skittles, Snickers, Twix, Bounty, Three Musketeers, or an Orbit gum, this family is getting paid. They own the Mars company, which makes many candies you eat, giving them a net worth of $115 billion. This family have been hustling since 1911. In World War II, when most businesses were failing, Mars was making more money than ever, selling Orbit gum to American soldiers. Today, the family is super private, but we know they own a massive $50 million house in Virginia, a 1,100-acre estate in Tennessee, and a Porsche car, which the family's matriarch actually crashed in 2013, sadly ending someone's life, and was only given a $2,500 fine. Not much considering her insane net worth. I guess a billionaire benefit is being able to break the law. But a family even richer than the Marses are these guys. Meet the Ambani family, India's richest family. Despite most people in India being pretty poor, these guys really love to flaunt their wealth, with a net worth of $116 billion. The Ambani family own the company Reliance Industries. If you're asking what Reliance does, the answer is basically everything. I'm talking petrochemicals, factories, road building, telecom, as well as hundreds more industries. The family all live in the same building, which is the most expensive house in the world. It cost over $1 billion to build, and they built it in the slums of Mumbai. Just to flex on the entire city, the family live on the top 6 floors, with an entire floor dedicated to each member of the family, while the rest of the floors offer various luxury amenities. For example, bowling alleys, movie theaters, swimming pools, spas, and even a snow room, where the temperature is kept at 0 degrees year-round. The first 6 floors of the building is the family's garage, where the Ambani family keep their 160 cars. This includes their custom-made Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, as well as Paganis, Maybachs, G-Wagons, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bugattis, and even a dripped-out gold Rolls-Royce Cullinan. They give lots to charity, which makes people not hate this family. Despite that, their security is still pretty insane. But an even richer family that is definitely hated is the Koch family. Despite the name, these guys didn't make their money from Coca-Cola, nor from Colombian powder. Instead, they made their money from oil and gas, earning them a net worth of $124 billion. But why are they so hated? Well, the Koch family gets very involved in politics, donating lots of money to block climate change laws, because of course that would seriously harm their oil and gas business. But how do they spend their $124 billion? Well, they bought a rare bottle of wine for $400,000. That later turned out to be a counterfeit. They've also spent millions on art by Monet and Picasso. They also bought this photograph of Billy the Kid for $2.3 million. Joke's on them, I just got it for free. The Koch family have an insane amount of houses, including a $40 million New York townhouse, 2 New York apartments costing $30 million and $18 million, a $20 million Hamptons home, 2 neighboring homes in Aspen costing $40 million, and a $40 million mansion in Palm Beach. The Koch family is insanely rich, but a family with nearly double their wealth is the Arnault family. The Arnault family own the company LVMH, which is a conglomerate of hundreds of brands: Dior, Marc Jacobs, Tiffany's, Moet & Chandon, Sephora, Dom Perignon, Loewe, Hublot, Tag Heuer, Loro Piana, Givenchy, Fendi, and most famously, Louis Vuitton. The family's net worth is $214 billion. They own a massive $100 million house on the outskirts of Paris, as well as 2 neighboring mansions in the center of Paris, costing an estimated $150 million. They own a $150 million yacht named Symphony. They used to own a private jet, but because people were tracking them, they sold it, and now simply lease a jet whenever they want to go anywhere. The family also have an insane car collection, including a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a Ferrari 59XX, an Aston Martin 177, a Bugatti EB110, and the most expensive, a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren Sterling Moss. The family's patriarch, Bernard Arnault, also owns a $4 million watch, a one-of-a-kind Tiffany blue Patek Nautilus. But a family that makes all of the ones before it look broke is the Walton family. If you live in America, there's a good chance your town has a Walmart. Well, the family behind Walmart is the Walton family, with a net worth of $289 billion. The family have a crazy collection of vintage cars, including a $15 million Daytona Coupe, which one of them ended up wrecking. Alice Walton has an art collection worth $500 million, as well as a ranch in Texas costing $20 million. She also has another ranch costing $22 million. The family also own a $25 million New York penthouse. They also own several private jets, costing in total $100 million. But the Waltons look modest compared to this family you've never heard of. This is the Al Nahyan family, with a net worth of $305 billion. The Al Nahyan family are the rulers of Abu Dhabi, one of the Emirates of the UAE. Abu Dhabi has insane oil reserves, which is why the Al Nahyan family have so much money. They own a $475 million palace, as well as 8 private jets, and even the Manchester City Football Club. The family have 700 cars, including a one-of-a-kind Lamborghini LM002, known as the rarest SUV of all time. One of the family members named Hamad even owns a private island, but it wasn't so private after he literally carved his name into the island. But a way richer family is the Al Thani family. The Al Thanis are the rulers of Qatar, worth a staggering $335 billion. Qatar makes lots of oil, which makes the Al Thanis tons of money. They own this necklace worth $5.2 million, and this brooch they bought for $17.8 million. They're known for flexing their $6 million Bugatti Divo on Instagram, as well as their $3.5 million Lamborghini Sian. They own a $40 million house in London. They also own these 2 neighboring London homes, costing $480 million. They also have a watch collection worth over $20 million, with the most expensive being a Richard Mille 056, worth $1.65 million. But this family makes the Al Thanis look broke. Meet the Wallenberg family. This family from Sweden have a net worth of $900 billion. The Wallenbergs own large amounts of big Swedish companies. For example, Ericsson, Electrolux, ABB, SAS, SKF, and Saab. The Wallenbergs are very secretive. Almost no one has heard of them. What we do know is they own this massive $100 million villa, but Sweden's most powerful family like to keep things very private. But an even richer family is the Al Saud family. These guys are the rulers of Saudi Arabia, one of the most oil-rich countries in the world. The Al Saud family have a net worth of $1.4 trillion. The family's head, Mohammed bin Salman, spent $450 million on a Leonardo da Vinci painting. He also spent over $300 million on Chateau Louis XIV, known as France's most expensive home. It has 10 bedrooms, indoor and outdoor pools, a cinema, a moat, and a wine cellar. The Al Saud family also own a $30 multi-million dollar London mansion. They also own a private jumbo jet, spending $500 million to redo this plane. They also own a $150 million estate in Los Angeles, and a $300 million yacht. But that wasn't good enough. So instead they bought a new yacht named Serene for $500 million. The Al Saud family also own a Rolls-Royce boat tail, worth $28 million, and a Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire drop tail, worth $30 million. The Al Saud family basically have infinite money. But who are the world's richest family rumored to have more money than anyone else? Well, that would be the Rothschild family, with a net worth of $2.9 trillion. This banking family was founded in the 1760s. Their wealth is very private and spread out. It's hard to find out everything the family owns, but we do know they own Waddleston Manor, worth $80 million. They also own a $102 million yacht named Planet 9. They also own Chateau Monton in France, worth $200 million. They own the Agora Oil and Gas Company, worth $1.4 billion, and have an art collection worth over $2 billion. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below, if you had $100 billion, what's the first thing you would buy? I've been Charlie, thanks for watching.